Hey guys! Today we want to talk about how to get every student in the book and how to do it 3 times per student. Now that sounds a little daunting even in a good year, but when you throw in virtual learning, I know you're a little nervous about that. So let's talk about a strategy to make this happen, because we all know hope is not a strategy. Our strategy this year is all about targeted coverage. It's a 3-part plan for getting every student in the book 3 times. Now that 3 is a magic number. Research shows us that a student who's in the book 3 times feels valued, feels included, and wants to purchase a book. So that's the number we really want to shoot for. But the question is, how do we reach that goal? Just like how you eat an elephant, 1 bite at a time. So the first step to your 3-part targeted coverage plan is to be intentional with who you ask. If you just send out bulk questions to the entire student body, more than likely you're going to get the same students responding every time. And obviously we want to include everybody equally and not a few people multiple times over and over in the book. So what I would suggest is that you take your student body and you break it down into smaller groups by yearbook staffer, so that each yearbook staffer is assigned a selection of students from the school. Maybe do it alphabetically. A, B, and C goes to yearbook staffer 1. D, E, and F goes to 2, and so on. And once you do this, if you create a Google spreadsheet for each yearbook staffer with the student's name and their email address, then they know how to contact them and which students they should be searching for. The second part of this targeted coverage plan is to be intentional with what you ask. If you just say, send me your pictures, you may not get a whole lot of buy-in, or at least you may not get any kind of buy-in that you actually want to use in the book. So to get a variety of photos, you need to ask a variety of questions. Ask for very specific things. If you use the spreadsheet that we provided called Weekly Coverage, which is in the Google Drive that we shared with you for resources for 2020 and 2021, you'll find this. I would maybe go through and choose the topics that you absolutely want covered in your book no matter what and color code those. And then if there's some that maybe don't fit your school, take them out. Instead of saying, send me your pictures, say, send me a selfie of you exercising. Send me a picture of what you wore on the first day of school. Be specific. And the third part of your targeted coverage plan is to be intentional with how you ask. Now, we've given you a lot of different options to work with here. Google Forms is a great option for those of you who use Google in your online learning. We've also provided a QR code, which you should have had emailed to you, and this will allow students and parents and staff to send images directly to your image library in Yearbook Avenue. So this is a great resource. If you don't have that, reach out to Sarah and she will get it for you. We've got photography activities. We have photography posts for your social media. Check out that resources folder for all of these different options. But the bottom line is you want to ask for specific photos. So that's your 3-part targeted plan. And I think if you can do that, be intentional with who you ask, with what you ask, and with how you ask, you will be a lot better off in the end. You'll have a lot more coverage of different students, of different topics, and that 3 times coverage doesn't seem quite as scary when you break it down like that now, does it?